everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with Zegjita. How's everybody doing today? We are going to be doing the third part. I don't even know why I'm holding my fingers up because you can see it. We're doing the third part of the Hildibrand quest. I've actually never done these, so this should be fun. The fourth set is coming soon, so I wanted to make sure to get this done so that I can put the next one out way sooner. So, business of betrothal. Ellie has put her skills as a reporter to good use. Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe I found our Lapis Maiden. A girl named Arabella, the daughter of the Master Gugurumu, a prominent member of East Aldenard Trading Company. Her eyes and hair a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently, her father is the overprotective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, and not just to anyone, mind you, to the heir of the Brugarian Consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at a commemorative feast to be jointedly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol, overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. Alright, so now we need to speak to Gugura at Costa del Sol, so teleport. I wonder if you guys heard that. I just popped my knuckle and god damn, ow! I'm okay. Also, as you guys can see, unlike the other videos, I am now a bard. I can sing real good, yo. I can sing real good. Oh, hi. You're not one of my associates. The banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Beg pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. If I might have a moment of... Ah yes, the two-gill sensationalist rag. I read your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief and his letter of challenge. If you have come to tell me my daughter is in danger, I assure you that your concerns is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept my Arabelle safer for this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. They even have sunglasses, see? Obvious badasses. Come on, tooth shine, please. The brass blades of Gerbera, an elite unit of most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say that one of them once caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him. Asgads. The moment they set eyes on would-be thief will be his last. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some other purpose than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? Oh, it's some other guy talking. Consulting Inspector Brayadine, your reputation precedes you. Oh. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious gil. Very well, let us see if your reputation is deserved, but consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Bye, weird little man. But I made it sound like a Looney Tune cartoon. Such touchy concern for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. I have a bow now. But do tell, Inspector, after he slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident that you can catch our thief this time around? Our man may boast thousands of faces, but he has but a single modus operandi. And it is painfully obvious, a letter of challenge. A precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in broad light of day. This tells me that our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods as used to Abask with the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vanus, would be an obvious target for our thief. So too would his father, Morgant. He has a huge-ass nose. Nulto, and his wife, Sayana, the guests of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guragurman himself. Finally, we have Lewintheart, the steward of Gugurumu's estate and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lapis Maiden herself, have assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the phantom thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information, planning his course of attack. We will begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report back to me at once. Hildibrand Manderville, I could smell the stench of your idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. The pleasure is all mine! Contriving Inspector Brayadine, forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I simply conducted a preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet, to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease! Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honor as only a Manderville man can. does realize there's still a fish on his head, doesn't he? Good Inspector, I realize we have not seen eye to monocle in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue, mayhaps her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Me assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? I would speak with you, but not here. I will be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. Okay. Hey, Hildy. It is not by fate's whimsy that we have been reunited here today, friend. You were destined to be by my side as I apprehend the fiend and defend the fair maiden's honor. Oh, I can't talk to her? Inspector Bradeen seems to have taken a liking to you. You should be proud, as you can see his treatment of someone we know. The man doesn't suffer fools lightly. Alright, so what does he want? Oh, by the way, I have this now. I've had it for a long run. Long time. Like, come on. You've come! Excellent! With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get you on more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, Martina. You were there when the Phantom Thief, in the guise of Lady Durland, stole off with the Treaty Blade. Why do I keep saying Trinity? Was there anything about our foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? The obvious answer, and yet all too many. A certain self-styled gentleman comes to mind. Could not recognize a clue if it hit him upon the face. Your observation is astute. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind at the scene revealed a tiny prism sewed into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearance at will. Clearly, our man is no ordinary thief. Magics far outside the grasp of common folk are at his disposal. This, in itself, gives us insight into his identity and his ways. And yet, this is not what caught my eye. No, from the movements, to the mannerisms, to the utter obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like a Lady Durland, but he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. We are dealing with a clever and thorough criminal, not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise. He studies his target closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely. That's not even their closest friends or family could detect, and aught is amiss. Bye, guy. All the key players arrived at Costa del Sol 3 days ago, when preparations for the banquet began. This would afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in mind of our Phantom, Martina. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? It's a brass blade. Precisely. Clearly you are far less useless than the bumbling inspector whose company you keep. strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Deducing as much, I made a point of questioning brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless, the poor man is laying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to generally security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as a bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief would not have had time to carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the area immediately. You begin your search on the outskirts of Costa del Sol. Okay. All the way over there. Zoom out. Who's excited for Ninja? I am. Rogan Ninja. I want them so bad. So very, very bad. So very, very bad. Hi, Fate. I know whatever does. Ever. It's a pain in the ass. Hey, naked guy. Excellent. You are one of the less incompetent assistants I have worked with. Well, thank you. Thank God! Please free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive. There, now tell me all that you can remember about what happened to you, and try to be brief. We just arrived at Costa del Sol, had a briefing of sorts. Master Gurgim gave us each orders, who we'd be looking after and the like. Had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I know, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. When I came to, here I was, stripped of my skivvies. Much to the chagrin of those of us who have to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Gurgim? Who was to be your charge? My memory's hazy. Was Morgant, father of the groom. The other was a Lalafellan gent from Linza. Yolto Nolto. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Come to think of it, there was also the steward, Lewin Hart. I was to review with him the schedule of events, discuss the protection of key or supplies, that sort of thing. Morgant, Yolto Nalto, and Lewinhart. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proven astonishingly enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city, and into possession of new clothes, after which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go ahead of me, and for the love of gods, just make sure that imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. Alright, so we're going back to Costa del Sol, and I'm lazy, so... Run, run, run. Ah, there you are, friend. And not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and the Inspector Breadine's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? Morgaunt, Yoltel, and Stuart Lewenhart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis Maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment delay. I, Hildibrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the Inspector returns. Fear not, friend. The Inspector shall be none the wiser. Ha ha ha! If he had hoped to nab the fiend for himself, he should not have simplified the task for me so. Ah, there is one of our suspects standing suspiciously under the canopy over there. Just you wait, fiend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue that you are. Okay. So we gotta find the guy. Oh, and not fall. That's what I get for drinking water. How dare I? How dare I? Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The merest slip of the tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie. Ready your quill, that you might record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from Manderville men of ages past to reveal our foe. I can think of a few topics that would interest my readers less than your blathering. Just catch the thief so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital! This is why you are my favorite assistant, Nashu. Now behold as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. Good day, Master Gurumu. A fine day it must be for you most of all. Allow me to offer my heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter. Who the seven hells are you anyway? Guards! Guards! Now, hold your chocobos, Gargamel. I recognize the lad. This is Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the phantom, have ye? I reckon we owe the man of gratitude, eh, Vanis? The phantom thief? Balderdash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty indeed. To have such rumors told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an effort. Fashion-challenged youth, most suspicious. He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. Shut your mouth. Oh, that's me, Vanis, ever calm in the face of danger. Truly his father's son. A worthy heir. A The heir of a bust concert, a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity for our families. Or family, I should say. Oh. Which reminds me, Master Vadis, Arabelle asked me to convey her gratitude for you for a golden clasp you sent some months ago. I has not left her neck since the day. That little trick was nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasure in the realm will be hers once we are wed. I'm having fun. The time-honored Manderville art of parley? We'd be sleeping with the fishes now, had Morgan not spoke up on your behalf. That said, nothing about the interaction between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Ha ha ha! Let us not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Whoops! I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yolto Nolto and Lewin Hart, who have aroused my suspicions from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. I need a drink. I know my voices aren't amazing, but they do hurt and dry your throat. Which is why I have water. And why I left. I went to go get water, because dear God. I've not seen your faces before. With the East Alden Trading Company, are ye? Why, yes, good sir. Very much with them. Some might even say we are the East Alden Trading Company. Ha 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 ha. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Do tell this lapis maiden, as lovely as they say not as there's no slouch herself. But like me, she's getting on in years. Oh, no offense indeed, my dear. Oh, but where are me manners? You're the Bergen Consortium, and this is me wife, Saint Anna. I look forward to many profitable dealings with you and yours in the moons and years to come. I dare say, this wedding and a joining together of our family business couldn't be happening at a better time. What with all manners of affairs and beastly taking aim at the roses? Why, just the other day, the shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, the lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and lay a salad out of... Ye have heard of Mandragoras, haven't ye? But of course, I once spent years honing body and mind with the fists of Ralgars. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantras whilst a day. And your food stores were occasionally raided by ruthless bands of rogue vegetables known as Mandragoria, yes. Would it kill you to read the Mithrai and educate yourself from time to time? A fearsome lot they are. Rumored has it, they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvest for consumption has been freed from captive. Why, they struck at the larder here just days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Fear not, milady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely some time ago. Settle down, Senior, forgive my wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for her figure, and with that I'd just best go prepare my speech. Carry on, lads! She didn't say anything, that's kind of suspicious. Criminy! None of those three were suspicious in the least. But we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashu, we must move quickly, or the Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. You speak so fast, Inspector. The sign of quick mind, I'm sure. Now where was I? Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. The Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. I'm not sure that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. But there is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Bradeen will be back any moment now. He's not the type to suffer excuses. Okay? Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Lowenart spoke. Should we find any contradictions in his testimony, we can consider him a man of prime suspect. Inspector Bradeen will come back before long. Come, Nashu. This is no time to delay. Oh, here I am looking forward to meeting Miss Arabelle. They say many a song is sung of her beauty. Mind you, there was a song or two sung of me in the day. She's got an ego. Good food, good drink, and good tidings. Today's announcement will send even the gill flowing into our coffers. Only the wines taste all the sweeter. Renting out Master Gurgur's private property would be almost unthinkable for most folk. But Gil talks, and neither Bregan Consort or the East Alderan Trading Company are in any danger of running their coffers dry. Okay, where's the last one? Over there. Flying. I'm flying. I'm on an adventure. Adventure. Why are they just leaving the food supplies? Just what you gotta say, Nashu? Look at this! There's water! Now there isn't! Now there's water! She's special. These crates must contain foodstuffs of which Master Lowenhart spoke. At a glance, they do not appear particularly suspicious, but our investigation must not be deterred. Some of those coconuts don't look like coconuts. Let's look at them. See what we got here. Crates of assorted foodstuff, a veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. It appears our man Lowenhart spoke true. Ye gods! Are those explosives I spy concealed amongst the coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found our phantom thief after all. One of the... Oh, those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, you see, and those coconuts were looking awful lonely. Really? Nashu, far be it from me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of 12s would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation? Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory that one time. I just thought, does this mean you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either? Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event I fear it is somewhat misdirected. Now, set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking your notes like an astute assistant you are. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Bradeen is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon the scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Now let us dispose of these things before errant embers send us all into a fiery demise. founding Inspector Brayden, explode, fiery device. Got it. Are you sure about that? Uh-oh, don't look now, but someone has returned at the absolutely worst possible time. You two were supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspect and staying out of trouble. Yes, the inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But Miss Ellie, should Inspector Brady come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire. Martina and I will see that the inspector keeps a wide berth of this beach. You two, just get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come, Nashu. We shall return for our creations once Inspector Brayadine has been led safely from the scene. Investigation calls us, and we must heed its cry. Idiots. A burst of inspiration. Inspector Brayden would share with you his latest findings. Awesome. I like findings. So, Hildibrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. Consider me something almost resembling impressed. Indeed! Oh, enough about Hildibrand, Marty. I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Ah, yes. That spot just over there by the crate should suffice. There are of all places, but surely we could go find somewhere more scenic? I am not here on vacation. I am here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk-littered beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy indeed. Bloody hells, don't worry, Martina. I'll find some way to lead him clear of the bombs. God damn it, Nashu. Okay, no bombs here. Everything's cool. Is it just me, or is there a bit of a chill in the air? Perhaps we should go someplace warm? Yeah. I, for one, welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long. Okay. If you insist, Inspector. Though the question of the brass blade attacked by our quarry, I have identified the 3 individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgant, Yoltol, and Lewinhart. The 3 of us shall split up, with each of us keeping watch over... Are you 2 listening? Oh, of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you are right. I too feel a chill in the wind blowing, and perhaps we should continue this conversation elsewhere. But there is no need. Wait here. I shall build us a fire. Methinks the inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chances of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. Except for she left driftwood there. Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly, and as fortune would have it, I just happen to have flintstone on my person. There is no cause for alarm. 'Tis not blood that courses through the inspector's veins, but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that would lead to such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record these words for posterity. Whee! It went flying! Oh, are you kidding me? What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Could this be another challenge from the fiend? Surely you jest, Inspector. It looks nothing like his usual card, see? Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman. Perhaps so, but we must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. Oh no! Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. It is not the lapis maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges, but there can be no doubts as to the sender. But what is this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt. The final page? Confounding Inspector Bradeen will meet a fiery demise. You saw through the fiend's ruse, but how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? A ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for the wear. You have my gratitude. Someone help Hildibrand. Hildibrand Manderville, were you able to learn aught of the fiend who made an ignoble attempt on my life? I exhausted my efforts, Inspector, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. Vigilance! Yes! Vigilance is the order of the day. What in the name of gods? Those teeth! Those vegetables cost a fortune! And they're ruined! Ruined! Agents of inquiry? More like agents of injury and incompetence. You are to replace the supplies that you destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see the entire lot of you rot in Goel. It was one of the best cutscenes ever. Clearly our thief has decided my prestige intellect presents the greatest threat to his schemes. Perhaps he is a more clever man than I thought. Yeah! I would ask how he survives an explosion at point-blank range, but something tells me that there's one more mystery better unsolved. Thanks to our quick thinking, the bombs are no more, and the Spectre is none the wiser. 'Tis a shame to see good food go to waste, though. Those coconuts look positively luscious. What are you doing, Neishu? Is that a fish? I'm getting hungry. She's such a dipshit. I love it. Running through the bush. Running through the bush. Falling off the pier, falling off the pier, falling off the pier. Falling off the pier. What was that terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not. The fiend's artless attempts on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supplies did not escape unscathed. Master Gurgim bids that the damaged ingredients be replaced with all speed. Good gods, this is no thief. This is a madman. As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that would prove a difficult task. Those crates contain imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are particularly short supply these days. What with the Mandragora at large, even if I were to place an order immediately, it would take days to arrive. The Mandragoras? I have heard of that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was imported from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but it was very closely resembling the Earzian dragon pepper, save for its color, which is a deep purple. Methinks you dost worry too much, Master Lewinhart. Our course of action is clear. We only need storm into the den of these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary Mandragoras, but rather bloodthirsty band of killers given succulent flesh. Even the brass blades of Graba proved unable to resist them. Oh, a formidable foe indeed. Were only there a brave soul in our midst, with a wont for taking fearsome enemies, with not a shred of concern for her own well-being. Your eyes, friend. They speak to me. They say, yes, I shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver purloined goods back to the rightful owner. Whatever. I guess I'm the I'm the Warrior of Light. You are truly God-sent adventurer. One Sun Himmel of Yellow Jackets has been charged with defending the roads from the Magagora. If anyone wouldn't have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it would be him. Without those ingredients, Master Guragem is to cook me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let a lady face danger alone. Let us away to Limsa together. Alright, so we are going to Limsa now. Right there. So I'm teleporting. It's right there. It's right there. Right there. Okay. Hi, friend. You come for the Magigoras, I fear you half a bell too late, as were we. Blast it all, to hear the poor merchant tell it. No sooner had he opened his cargo hold to check the shipment of vegetables that did an onion turn on him, screeching bloody murder, fled his own vessel, a sheer terror he did. By the time we came to his senses, it had set sail without him. The merchant left for Elport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you've anything in mind of the culprits, might I lend an ear to his sad tale? Ah, is the thrill of chasing not invigorating, friend? The ferry docked by the fisherman's will carry us to Elport. Let us swiftly be on our way. Yeah, screw that. I'm just going to Elport. I'll just freaking teleport there. I mean, I guess it'd be cheaper and maybe slightly faster. No, I don't think it'd be faster. I genuinely don't think it would have been faster. I'm out of water, by the way. Oh no, I have a little bit left. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Tiny trader. Hey! Don't sneak up on me like that! I thought you were a feral turnip, a murderous eggplant, or some like that. You think I jest do ye? You'd be singing different tune if a shot of tomato juice almost took your out your eye, as it did mine, my eye. By the time I regained my wits, they'd already set sail with me ship and me livelihood. I'm ruined, ruined. If I ever see another blood on you till the end of my days, it'll be too soon. All right. Seeds of Rebellion. The tiny trader would ask you to save them from the vegetal scourge. To hear most say it, the Magigoras are a nasty lot. A right pain in the arse to farmers and provisioners the realm over. But let me tell ye, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow fronds from our larders and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous blackguards did a far greater scheme. Revolution! Madness, you say? Take a ferry to Island of Umbra and see with your own eyes the veritable vegetable kingdom where the eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fez. This must have been a fellow with a dim expression. I could have swore I've seen his face somewhere. Bugger me, if it ain't the dead overlord with what fancies himself a gentleman inspector. Which would make you... could it be the adventurer, the best, the thief duelist in single combat? Sure. Well, bugger me and call me inspector. Tell me, is it true the duelist traveled with a demon bird whose crow could... But that's neither here nor there. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato your graze. And that's exactly the fate we're in for, if we don't nip this revolution in the bud. And I mean that literally. As we speak, the Magagor are planting themselves a whole army of their kind on the island of Umbral. You'd be doing the whole realm a favor if you could go there uprooting for the harvest or whatever. Many a case I solved in my day, but I'm not matched wits with sentient plant life before. This should prove quite exhilarating. To the Isle of Umbra. Where's the plant? Where's the guy? Where's the guy? Where's the guy? Oh, right there. I'm just stupid. Do, just pulling this out. I'm being fine, I'm sure. You feel a hostile gaze upon you. Rude. Don't you yell friggin' X's and triangles at me. I'll yell triangles back at your dumbass. You don't even know. You don't even know! Stupid skeleton. The X to square O. Do. Praying mantis. I should be high enough level to avoid it. Last one. Should be anyway. I don't even... feel hostile gaze upon you. Hey, Hildibrand. Friend, my pursuit of the mandragores has led me beneath the surface. Yes, they must be down here, somewhere. Okay. Running. I'm supposed to get it. I want the queen dead if I can help it. She's so close to dying. I want one of them down, at least. I wonder if it is the queen making them invulnerable, because now they're not doing it. maybe they... Because that guy's now invulnerable for some reason, I don't... All that's left is you, you little jerk one. Yeah! I did it! Okay, so now we gotta go back to Costa del Sol. Let me see if I want to see if Hildibrand has anything to say. Impeccable fought, my friend! Impeccably fought, my friend. I only wish I had seen the battle with my own eyes. You may go ahead to Costa del Sol. I shall be along as soon as I can extricate myself. Okay. Yes. Teleport. That fight was kind of fun. I think I did enjoy it more if I had been a warrior, though. Should have been warrior, but I wanted to play bard today. That was a fun fight. I enjoyed that a lot. How'd you get here so fast? What took you so long, friend? The odds of our short sprint away. I trust you have brought along the goods we so bravely reclaimed. Nah, I just threw the... You returned? I fear you might end up a tasty snack for crazed head of cabbage. Here you go. The stolen foodstuffs! You saved my hide today. Oh, but I must see if those purple dragon peppers are intact. Master Gurgrim is quite particular about his seasonings. Oh, can I come too? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before. That wild vegetable chase was a pleasant diversion, but it is time we return to the case. Now, there must be a clue that yet eludes us. Core! The peppers have changed color! What's this? Peppers that possess the same power of disguise as our many-faced foe? A gentleman must needs investigate. A striking shade of blue, quite far from the purple that Master Lewin described. Perhaps we discovered the wrong crate? But look here, Inspector, the crate is clearly marked for Costa del Sol. How curious. Did I say purple? I meant purplish blue or bluish purple. The two colors are really quite similar when you think about it. These peppers have a most distinctive hue. No man could reasonably mistake it for any shade of purple. Unless, of course, you were wearing a very peculiar sort of eyewear at the time. Eh? Run! Ha! The charade's up! After the man! It is as I suspected all along. The goblins have proven a key of cracking the case. With speed, Nashu! The fiend must be brought to justice! Where is he? Oh, he's up there. He's up there. I can't jump from here. Or, I'm stuck on him. Really? The water's too deep right there? It doesn't look deep at all, but whatevs. Spire. can run, but you cannot. Haha! If you thought you could outsprint this Manderville man, you were sorely mistaken. For pilfering a priceless blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against the law-abiding citizens of Eorzea, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. Done in by a snipper, a fitting end to a noble thief. Let us see what lies behind the mask. Where am I? Who are you people? Ha! Playing the fool will avail you not. I suggest you come willingly. And gentleman is not given to violence, but should you attempt to resist, I disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. Wait, I remember now. I was on my way to meet Miss Arabelle when... Miss Arabelle! You must find her! Oh, my head. It would seem this man wears no mask. This is the true Lewinhart. I swear on my life, I was en route to a estate in Wineport when one of the brass blades on patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and in the next instant, he turned on me. I fought desperately to defend myself, even managing to drive a kitchen knife into the man's right hand. In the end, though, he proved too strong for me. Now that you mention it, the imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. There is still time before the banquet begins. Knowing our quarry, he has doubtlessly already assumed a new identity. And yet, he could not have foreseen this turn of events. It is unlikely that he had time to thoroughly research his new target. Most importantly, we now know that the thief suffered a wound to his right hand. We can simply return to Costa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. An excellent plan, Inspector. While you do so, we shall accompany Lewinhart back to the estate, that we might ensure Miss Arabelle's safety. Found you, my little ones. Let me guess, you seethe with anger at those who took what was from you? Then it would appear our goals are in accord. Make for Costa del Sol and await my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours. The game is afoot, inspectors. I love mandragoras. Now, what mask shall I wear to the ball? For once we actually got close to him. That's different. Teleport to Wineport. I actually get to meet her now. Hildibrand, what do you have to say? Gosh, do I dream? But I must, for such a beauty could not be of this world. A gentleman's heart swoons. Oh, wow. Miss Arabelle, what are you doing here? You must return to the estate at once. Oh, Lewin, always the worrier. Your concern is touching, but I am a woman grown. Besides, I wanted to see the flowers. Lovely though these flowers may be, they are as unsightly weeds when measured against your beauty. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Please, call me Hildy. The pleasure is mine, my lord. Much have I heard of your deeds. Tell me, are these rumors of many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabelle. But still your gentle heart, for as long as Hildibrand is on the case, the fiend shall not lay a twisted finger upon you. This I swear on the Manderville name. The gods smile on me indeed, to send such a strong, handsome gentleman as my champion, and yet... You seem pensive, milady. Is there something the matter? To tell the truth, this marriage has been arranged against my wishes. I do not love Vanus. Why, I have not even met him. I clicked the wrong button. He sent me this clasp as a betrothal gift. A treasure. For my treasure, wear it always. The message said, I do not care how beautiful it is. It might as well be a golden shackle. Miss Arabelle, you must not say such things. An arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met? Unconsolable. Father says this marriage must happen. That is for the future of the family trade. Spoken like a true Olden. But if I may be bold, milady, would I be incorrect in assuming that you and your father are not related by blood, considering he is a midget? Quite so. Father found me amongst the beggars on Pearl Lane when I was just a babe. He took me in and raised me as my own. You may think Father a cold, miserable man, but to me he is a man who gave me warmth and hope where I had none. I will learn to love Vanus if that will make Father happy. You cannot be serious, Miss Arabelle. You are a beautiful young woman with your whole life ahead of you. Surely you would not have looked far to find a gentleman with whom you would rather spend the rest of your days? If I have to spend another hour with you, I'm like to lose my wit. But anyway, we should return to Coast del Sol and see how Inspector's investigation fares. I as well must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. These quests are getting longer and longer. Okay. A case of indecency. With the maiden's virtue hanging in the balance, Hildibrand would hasten back to Costa del Sol. We've not a moment to lose, friend. The time of our final confrontation with the fiend is nigh. Our foe has doubtless assumed a new identity, but have no fear. Upon our return to Costa del Sol, I shall employ the time-tested Manderville art of parley to cut through the fiend's flimsy facade. 'Tis an art that would impart to you as well, friend, though there will be time enough for once our foe is in shackles and Miss Arabelle is safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable in our adventures as it has in my investigations, or failing that, serve to entertain you when you have nothing better to do. But I digress. A gentleman must away to Costa del Sol, the fair maiden's life hanging in the balance. Nashu, Miss Ellie, with me! Okay, so we're heading back to Costa del Sol. Boop. Guess I should see if she has anything to say. I must return to the estate to prepare for the banquet till we meet again, friend. Okay. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. I love this axe. Inspector Bradine! I have seen to the maiden's safety. Miss Arabelle will be along soon. How fares your investigation? I have canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How could it be? The thief must be somewhere. Miss Arabelle just left her estate, I hear. I suppose we'll find out soon enough if her beauty matches for our own. There is no time. Without the thieves in custody, we cannot risk allowing Arabelle to take the stage. But Inspector, Vannis and his family will not take kindly to his betrothed's absence. That is nothing of my concern. Besides, doubtless the inspector here will think of something. Mimi, what do you propose? You're an expert at creating diversions. Can't you just knock something over, blow something up or the like? You know, like you always do? Inspector Bradine, I knew the day would come that you recognize my many talents. Worry not about Master Vannis. Yes, the sake of the maiden, a gentleman will do what he must needs be done. The poor sop lacks even the wit to know when he's being insulted. Now, to the task at hand. We must find a way to conceal Miss Arabelle's true identity. Not far from here are the servants' quarters. There should be a changing clothes lying about. Perfect! Martina, find some suitable ordinary garb and deliver it to the Miss Arabelle's outside the gate. I shall proceed with the investigation. Yeah! Get on the dog. Dire wolf. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Has the Lapis maiden arrived yet? I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Servant garbs, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing, but we certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go, do with them as you will. I am sexy. I can't help, but I am sexy. Sexy, sexy. Sexy, sexy. Hey, Arabelle. Greetings, friend. Oh, what's this you have for me? Servant's garb? But why? Miss Arabelle, with the thief still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change into these clothes and promise that you will not leave my sight. But the ceremony. Father will be furious and Lord Vannis. We are dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens, and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As for the ceremony, I have entrusted the matters to a certain gentleman. You need only concern yourself with your own safety. We should do as the inspector says, Miss Arabelle. Your life is more important than this marriage, or whatever profit your father stands to gain from it. Lewin, your father heard you say such things. I should have said them long ago. By not doing so, I have put your life in danger. But besides, we have not one but two skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long until the fiend is brought to justice. Very well. I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray wait for me here. I should look in the carriage. My apologies for the delay. What should I do with my banquet guest, Inspector? Martina, bring Miss Arabelle's dress to the bumbling inspector. I dare not speculate as to how he intends to see to his task, but I would imagine he requires all the help he can get. Now let us return before the festivities begin. I'm afraid of what's about to happen, because I have a feeling about what's going to happen, and I do not like where this may be going. Right there. Where is it? Oh, there he is. I see him. Ah, you return! Me? I was in the act of formulating a master plan to distract Master Vanis at the ceremony. Is there aught I might do for you? Here, this is yours. Breathtaking dress. Why, this is Miss Arabelle's dress! I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it, but worry not. I shall take it into safekeeping. And with that, I must attend to Master Vanis before the ceremony starts. Worry not, friend. I assure you that Inspector Breadine and I have the situation entirely under control. Why not find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities? I guess I'll just sit here. Curses! How am I supposed to find my man with all these people miling about? Friends, family, business associates, 'tis an honor and a pleasure to welcome one and all to Costa del Sol for today's feast, co-hosted by Berrigan's Car Store and the East Allen Trading Company. We must trust that you've been enjoying the food, fine spirits, and profitable conversation. Oh yeah. A lapis maiden, if even half the tales are true. Venice is the luckiest bastard in the realm. Yotl Notl, Sanayan, honored guests. It is a great pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son, Vanis, future chair of the Bregan Consortium, to Arabelle, daughter of Master Garin of the East Alden Trading Company. The couple would exchange their eternal vows here today, and the happiness that is there may usher in a new era of prosperity for one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present my son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden, those whose beauty minstrels will sing of for ages to come. Damn you, Hildibrand, you had one job! Oh no! She's beautiful. Well, rambling expecting otherwise, she is my Ryan after all. Milady, they say your beauties transcend even the boundaries of time. When we are wed, you will want for nothing. Pray give your hand unto me. My sun and stars! Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes, I'm yours and shall be forevermore. What have you done with my bride, you cross-dressing deviant? Not quite what I had intended, but I suppose it serves our purposes. Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabelle is safe and sound. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have but assumed the maiden's appearance to ensnare the vile fiend who would take aim at her life. How is that dress fitting him? The fiend who now lies deathless before me! The game is up, Vanus, or shall I call you by another name? The thief of many faces! Me? The thief? Are you mad? Appears my masterful deduction have proven beyond the grasp of your mind. Very well, allow me to allocate. Well, there is not a soul in the realm who has not heard of tales of Miss Arabelle's beauty. There are but 2 men here in Costa del Sur who have gazed upon her lovely visage before today. Her father, Gugurumu, and her steward, Lewinhart. As you yourself admitted on multiple occasions, Master Vanus, you were to have your first glimpse of your bride-to-be today. Considered in this light, would you not say your reaction upon seeing my host was most unnatural? Who else would see through my ingenious disguise? Who could know at a glance that I was not the fair maiden? None save you, ye of 1,000 faces. And anyone else with half a wits about them? How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day. Guards, arrest that pervert at once, lock him up at goal and throw away the king. Arabelle? Oh, thank God you're safe. Come with me. There's a dangerous madman about. A glove on his right hand? Could it be? A man is a fool, but it would be behooved you to listen to him. Alas, you did not, and what is yours is now mine. That thief! Stop him! With the imbecile, arrest him! You came all this way for me? You love me? You really, really love me? The attention is most flattering, but I have taken what I came for, and now I must away, my lords, my ladies, till we meet again. I hear that the real Vanus was found bound and gagged in a storage room. Truly, Miss Arabelle, I am sorry. For what, milady? The banquet was more exciting than I could have ever hoped for. Vanus's father was furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. For the love of God, somebody find him a change of clothes. But one thing still puzzles me. The thief's challenge said he would steal the Lapis Maiden's virtue, yet in the end, he took only her neck piece. Now that you mention it, Master Gurgan told me about the clasp when it first arrived, engraved with the markings of the Sun Goddess. It was one of the most treasured pieces of Bergen's collection, known by many as Azumea's virtue. The maiden's virtue, indeed. When the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. Over here, Inspector! It says, Major Luck! The fiend's playing us for fools. Give me that at once. When we next meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Another riddle. If nothing else, it appears the thief has abandoned any foolish notions of my assassination. Still, we must ever be on guard. The fiend attempted murder once. He may very well do it again. Verily, Inspector, I must agree. One can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer. Hear me, man of 1,000 faces, you sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words, when we next meet, you will be mine. Yes! It was the Phantom Thief who was blamed for the wrong. Truly, verily, and indubitably the Phantom Thief. Well, certainly, ha 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 ha. Yeah, complete. Yeah, we now have a parley minigame. You have unlocked the parley minigame. Entertain yourself as many Manderville man has before you by opening the toy chest in your toy room. Yeah. To the victor goes a priceless treasure. While the smile of the champions holds secrets untold. Are 8 legs better than 2? Can Manderville man triumph over terrors and win the day? The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. Wait, it's a real key and not a figurative one at the same time? Is that even possible? I guess we'll find out next time. Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye!